Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to our team call. Thank you for taking the time out of your night to hop on here. I'm really excited to do this call for everyone. It's going to be a little bit different than the traditional call that we have. I know typically we like to give all like the feel good feelings and the motivation, the inspiration, and I know Carolyn brought that last week if you guys were on the extra call that she did for Pushing for Diamond. So I wanted to kind of piggyback off of that in a sense, but also give you guys some things that I learned from John Maxwell's book. I don't know if you guys know who John Maxwell is, but he's basically like the man when it comes to leadership. He's written hundreds of books. Pretty sure you can go to conferences and events. But the book is called How Successful People Lead, and it's just like a little tiny book. It looks like it's a travel book, but I read it last month, and a lot of stuff stuck with it from the book about leadership and how to move up in leadership and how not, to stay stuck in making sure you're leading people the right way. So I kind of wanted to kind of give my takeaways from that book in hopes that it can inspire you guys to learn what level of leadership you're at and where you'd like to be and how it can help move your business forward. So I am going to share my screen because I have some slides. Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, is it still sharing? Okay, cool. Okay, so like I said, the book is called The 5 Levels of Leadership by John Maxwell. I know that Carolyn brought the heat in trying to pump everyone up for hitting their goals and pushing for diamond. And we can't do that unless everyone becomes better leaders on this team. It doesn't take one person, it takes the entire team to step up to make that happen. So I'm just going to dive in and get started here. Okay, so John Maxwell has his theory that there are 5 levels of leadership. There's position, permission, production, people development, and the pinnacle, which is wrapping all of those together. So my goal here is to kind of go through each of these with you guys and break down what each of these are and how you can tell if you're in that level and how to get you to the pinnacle to become the best leader that you can. So level 1. Level 1 is the lowest level of leadership. The only influence you really have with this level is your title. So that could mean that you are, let's say, the office manager somewhere, or an assistant office manager, or you're the upline to someone. The only value that you have is that you have a title that is above someone. People that are in this level use their position to get people to follow them. It's kind of that boss versus leader mindset. So everyone knows when they're working for someone who is like a boss and someone who's a leader. So a boss is someone that kind of just tells you what to do, go do it, no help from the person above them. A leader is someone that kind of gets in the dirt with you, grinds with you, works with you, and wants to help you get there. The level really requires no ability or effort, and anyone can be appointed this just by their job title. You don't want to be a positional leader. These leaders are not respected by their team, and they will never help an organization grow. These people can actually be toxic to an organization and cause a lot of turnover within your business. An example, just in my personal life, my full-time job, there was a girl that was working there who worked one level below me, and she was kind of running the office when I wasn't there on the days that I'm off so I can work my business. And she was someone that no one liked. She was really good at her job, but no one respected her as a leader because she wasn't nice. She just handed things off to other people and never wanted to actually help people grow and learn. And because of that, no one respected her. They did their work, but they did their work. They didn't go above and beyond for her because they didn't feel valued by her. She ended up getting fired and everyone was happy about it. So if you take a look at your leadership style and if you kind of look at yourself and say, would my team be sad if I wasn't their leader anymore? If the answer isn't yes, you probably need to take a look at what you're doing, and people may be seeing you as just a positional leader. Level 1 leaders just think, fake it till you make it. You're here to help me. I determine your future. Do this or else. Or more or less people who kind of just follow the playbook and follow the rules and don't ever get out there to kind of make things happen and change for an organization. how to get past this level. If you feel this is you, I really don't think anyone in this business can really be at this level because it actually takes like effort and caring to move your business forward. But to move to level 2, you have to leave your position and move towards your people. Understand that your title is not enough. It will never be enough. Develop relationships and understand that people get things done, not the manual or the playbook that you're supposed to be using. As a leader, you don't have to have all the answers. You can be at a very high level position and still need help and ask for help. Understand that good leaders always include other people. It's never about themselves. And if you go out of your way to communicate how much you value every person on your team, you'll notice a shift in your attitude and a shift in their attitude. And those type of people will then start to help you, which in turn helps them. So we don't want to be level 1 leaders. It's not a good place to be. So if you feel like maybe you need to figure out how to get to level 2, this next slide is going to help you. So level 2 is permission. So people follow you because they want to. These are the type of people that want to help other people. They like and treat people like individuals. They create a want to versus have to mindset. They focus on we versus me. These are your people that love building relationships. These are people who get to know their team on a deeper level, which builds trust and helps the organization start to grow. When people recognize that you actually care for them and not just yourself, they'll invest more skin in the game for you, and they'll actually want to help you become or get to that next level as well and help you reach your goals. You want to make sure that you don't get too relational to the point where you're not actually being a leader who's helping to move someone forward. You want to help people move towards their goals, not be their counselor. So I think this is something that a lot of people may struggle with this level of leadership, is to where to draw the line from I'm here to comfort you, make you feel good, to I need you to actually take action and do what you say you're going to do. You need to develop the trust, but there's also a fine line between like people thinking you're too soft or too weak, which then devalues you as a leader. These types of leaders can be kind of frustrating for people who are high achievers and just want to go in and get work done, because it does take time to build relationships. And this goes for even like recruiting challengers. You know, building that relationship first is so important, and it's like that in every sense of our lives. But for someone who wants instant results in the world that we live in, everyone does these days, it's hard to step back and remember that you do need to build that relationship in order to get that person to the next level, to sign up as a coach, to want to hit emerald or diamond, or, you know, go all in and actually do this business with you. People can get taken advantage of because a lot of people can mistake this type of kindness for a weakness. If you want people to get better, you honestly have to understand that it's okay to let people know where they can improve, but make sure that you're still respectful of their flaws. This shows that you actually value their potential and want to see them grow as an individual, which in turn still builds more trust and respect for yourself. The level 3 is production. So this just means that people follow you because of what you've done and the success that they've seen you do. These type of leaders make things happen. They get the results, they make an impact on their team, and they produce results for the whole organization. With that, it gives you credibility. So an example on this is everyone wants to work with someone who's noticeably getting results, whether it's in the business, whether it's someone that's getting high successful points, or someone that has great fitness results or great before and after from a nutrition plan. Getting results and having that as a visual and showing that to other people allows them to trust you and see that it's possible. If you aren't producing results, it's kind of hard to consider yourself credible or for other people to see that you're a credible person. That being said, leaders attract, this level of leadership attracts high achievers. They attract people that respect each other. They get things done together. They create growth. A lot of people don't move up to this level because they can't seem to get results. There are downsides to this level of leadership. Being productive can make you think that you're actually a leader when you're not. So you can get amazing results. You can hit high success club numbers. You can enroll a ton of coaches, but just because you're seeing the numbers does not mean that you are actually being a leader. You can very much be getting results and be a level 1 leader. So the goal is to make sure that you're focusing on what you can do for everyone rather than for yourself. Um, you have to have the people skills from level 2 and develop relationships in order to actually become this type of leader. If you're not careful, you'll end up back at level 1. I think in leadership, a lot of people get caught up in their own results, and then you forget that you want to make sure that you're focusing on everyone else. And in that sense, people then trust you more, and the whole organization begins to grow. You're a leader of a team, not yourself. So if you feel that you are doing amazing in your own business, I think you have to focus on trying to help your team be better. And that was something that I think I struggled with at the beginning. Was I was just so much like 100% of my time is going into my business and my success club and me enrolling coaches. And in doing so, I wasn't helping my team grow. So maybe they saw me producing results, but if they're not also producing results, I'm not doing my job as a leader, and I have to take a step back and maybe give 20 to 30% of that time to my team to help them see the results, and then that they become more confident, and then they can do that for their own team as well. So I think that's something that a lot of people focus on a lot, is their own business. But if you want to grow a team and you want to scale a business and you want to hit diamond and have business builders, you very much need to teach your team how to also produce results like you are. And if that means that your success club numbers aren't as high one month as they are before, that's okay. Something that I learned at Summit, I forgot who it was, but she's a coach high in the network, but she was saying that she was so upset because she had a really low month in terms of success club, and her mentor said to her, well, how did your team do this month? And she's like, my team did incredible. Like, they saw the highest numbers. I had people rank advancing. The whole team was doing great, but my numbers were terrible. And she said, that means you had an amazing month. Because if you're helping your team grow, that means you're doing something right, and you know how to do how to get those results yourself, but you want to help your team figure out how to do that before you can move to that next level. In terms of producing results, it's usually if you're not getting the results that you want in your own personal business, it's usually due to lack of self-discipline, work ethic, organization, or skills to be productive. And if you feel like you don't have those things in this business, reach out to someone on the team that can help you get organized, help you be more disciplined, and learn how to be productive and utilize your time right. Because it's really important that you do see results, because that also makes you want to keep going. If you don't see results for yourself, it becomes very easy to kind of get thrown off and push back and not feel confident in your own business. So you want to make sure that you're getting your own results as well. For level 4, this is people development. Um, People follow you because of what you've done for them. So this is a little bit similar to level 2, but this is more, you have to pour into your team. So people make the greatest impact on a team only if they're valued, challenged, and developed by someone capable of investing in them and helping them grow. People want your help, but you have to be willing to give it to them. Companies only get bigger when their people get better. So you can't overinvest in your people. When you help people become bigger and better on the inside, they get better on the outside. It's all about how you invest in your people. Like I said, the little things. Find out what motivates your team. Maybe it's recognition. Maybe it's gifts. Maybe it's you just need to pop in once a week and say, like, you're doing amazing. I see what you're doing. Something that's going to install that you truly do care about them and you want to invest in them to see them grow. You want to help your team shine so that they can be the best that they can be. You want your team to take credit for the things that they do. It's important that everyone gets seen as a team, where it's not just, let's say, me, the upline, going in and trying to inspire the whole team and trying to get people moving and trying to do things. You want to pour into other people and let them feel that, so that they get that sense of self-accomplishment and they feel like they're being developed. You can't beg people to do this. The only hard part about this leadership level is you can't develop someone that does not want to be developed. So this is also something that I struggled with. I want to say my first year as a coach, I had some people on my team that I was pouring everything into. I was sitting on calls at night, probably 3 or 4 days a week from the second I got home until I was going to bed, just trying not to beg people, but trying to make people want this. And I burnt out. I spent zero time on the people that should have earned my time. They say focus your energy on the top 20% of the people that need you, not the ones that you think that, not the troublemakers. So usually the people who take up most of a leader's time are the ones that are struggling, complaining, and don't really want it. So if you have a rock star on your team, you need to plug into that rock star, because they may not need your attention, but they're going to benefit from it the most, and they're going to help the organization grow. It was like a harsh slap in the face. I remember I like messaged Carolyn and I said, I don't know what to do right now. I'm on calls every single night. I'm doing this, and nothing, they're not doing anything. And she had given me the advice, stop doing calls with them until they start taking action. So this was something that was just so hard for me, because I want to see everyone succeed, but you can't force someone to do this, and you're just wasting your time and energy. So my advice on that is, if you have someone on your team that's not showing up yet, you can't beg them to. They have to find it within themselves. And as much as you want to see that person succeed, you kind of have to take a step back and know that you can't control. And if they decide that they want to take off of this and they want to do it, they will. You can be there for them. But those rock stars on your team deserve all of your attention, because those are the ones that are going to take your organization to the next level, because they're invested in it. When you develop the people on your team, it sets you apart from most leaders. I don't know why that says post. It assures that growth can be sustained. It empowers other people to do more. This level of leadership requires high level of maturity and skill. Good people are found, not changed, like I said. I think we should spend most of our time looking for the right people, rather than trying to beg the wrong people to do this, because you're going to waste your time and energy. If you are wasting all your time begging someone to fill out their share cart or begging someone to go with you, move on. If someone wants this, they're going to do it. You don't need to spend your energy on the people that don't want it. Focus on the people that do. And if you invest in your people, they'll never be the same again, and neither will you. The best feeling in the world is to get to coach people who want it, not be drained by people who don't. And it's also impossible for you to help other people without helping yourself. Now, if you're helping the wrong people, you're pouring everything out the wrong way, and it's going to leave you drained. So I think this level is hard to get to, but I also think that this level is challenging because of, I guess, we all want everyone to want this, and not everyone's going to want it. Not everyone's going to do what we want them to. So again, I can't say it enough. Do not pour your energy into people who aren't taking action. Something for me that I personally do, if people want to have a one-on-one call, that's great. I'm more than willing to help anyone grow. But if they don't send me a picture of their tracker for the week before, they don't get the call. Your time is just as valuable as theirs. So don't waste your time on people who aren't doing it. I'm not saying that to be rude or mean, but I learned the hard way. So invest in the right people and your business will grow, I promise you. The last level is the pinnacle. So this is people follow you because of what you are and what you've done and who you represent. This is basically a combination of all four of the other levels. When you help other people become leaders, you change their lives. When you try to control and not give up power, you will lose people. You need to be okay with others being better than you at things. Like I said at the beginning, the leaders don't have all the answers. A leader is someone that wants to learn and wants to help other people change. So if someone comes up with something, don't take the credit. Let your leader take that credit and let that person shine. You can't be threatened by someone else being better than you, or someone on your team that may get more success skill points than you. It should never be a competition. It should always be everyone working together to help the whole team grow. It is about other people. It's not about the leader. These type of leaders make room for other people at the top. By doing so, you increase the size and power of your organization. The goal is to build every single one of your leaders to a level 5 leader, and that's when your whole business is going to take off. When you get to this level 5, I don't think that I'm at a level 5. I would love to be a level 5 leader. But something that he talked about in the book was, once you get these people to a level 5, like leadership level, you want to create your inner circle. So I kind of like to think of that as like your little tribe. So you have to become a family with these people. Your teammates are your family. You're not alone. You're in it together. But ask the people in your inner circle to represent you according to your values, to watch your back, to complement your weaknesses, continue to grow with you, be honest with you, tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Help carry the weight, but not be extra weight to the team. Work together as a team, add value to you, and enjoy the journey with you. Having a strong inner circle will keep the journey enjoyable and prevent loneliness. Your inner circle should become your family. So I think in this level, like when you get to that point in your business, it can become lonely if you don't let people in there with you. It should always be a team effort, and everyone should strive to be at this level. If you look at, I know it shouldn't be at a comparison game, but I would bet that top leaders in this company consider their leaders family. When they go on those trips together, when they do all that fun stuff, they're there for each other. They're carrying the weight of the team together. If someone is out of town for something, another leader can step in and help with everything. So I think that it's super important to make sure that we understand that leadership is not about the leader. It's about the entire team and helping other people become leaders. And if we want to hit the goals that we say we want, like Carolyn wrote all those names on that whiteboard with all the people that want to be diamond, you need to become a leader to hit diamond. Actually, that's wrong. You can hit diamond and not be a great leader, but you will not hold diamond and your team won't grow. When I first hit diamond, I wouldn't consider myself the best leader at that time. I was honestly just trying to hit diamond because I knew that was what was supposed to happen next. I built a diamond of one of the emeralds was all discount coaches, and the other one was just super not solid at all. And I hit diamond and dropped it. The goal isn't to hit diamond and drop it. The goal is to build a solid diamond, to develop everyone on your team to become emerald, not going back and forth trying to figure out how you're going to hold diamond for 6 weeks. Become a great leader and you'll hold it. Teach your people to be great leaders and you will hold diamond, and they will hold diamond, and their coaches will hold diamond, and the whole organization will grow. I think it's like a crazy concept to think about because everyone wants to see success for themselves. But I'm going to call out Vinny on this call for a second. She started coaching like a month ago. She was a challenger, an awesome challenger. She's done a ton of programs. She's super coachable, and like she's becoming a leader now because she wants this. And she's on this call listening to this because she wants this. And watching her in the challenge groups and watching her business grow, it's because she's becoming a leader and not a boss. So Vinny, I think you're doing amazing, and keep doing what you're doing. Everyone's doing amazing, but I had to call her out because super coachable. I know that you want big things in this business. I know we all do, but you have to take the action and become a leader and be coachable for it to happen. So I just had one thing I wanted to say that stuck with me from this book. So to figure out like where you stand with your team, ask yourself this question: of all the coaches that you have on your team, all the people that you consider leaders or people that you want to be leaders, aside from like their business goals, where their Success Club points are, how much money they made last month, ask yourself these questions. And if you're unable to answer them about each of your people on your team, you should make it a goal to answer these questions about them to really get to know them. The first one is, what 3 non-business things do you know about this person? What does this person value? What are these person's top 3 concerns? What does this person want or hope for in life? I think that allows you to connect with someone on a deeper level, and getting to know that about someone means a lot because people want to talk about that stuff and not always the business, or not always like, oh, I'm struggling to hit Success Club, but genuinely like take an interest in their lives. Ask how their boyfriend is. If they're engaged or married, like happy anniversary. Like be personable with your people, because when you invest in your people, again, they're going to invest back in you, and people don't quit on people that they love. So get your people to love you, and they're not going to quit on you. And be authentic and genuine about it, because honestly, the last thing you want is to pour all this time and energy and build relationships for it to fall apart for not being authentic. So that's really all I have. I mean, the whole book is all about taking your influence to the next level. I highly recommend that everyone reads the book. There's so much in here. I couldn't really put everything on PowerPoint slides or go through it in under like 30 minutes, but it's a great book. John Maxwell is awesome. You can probably get it on like audiobook too if you don't like reading or if you want to listen to it while you drive. But I'm gonna check this chat because I think there's a lot of stuff happening in here. Oh yeah, Carolyn. Vinny signed. You told her to sign your boyfriend up. She did. No questions asked. The title is How Successful People Lead, and it's like this little book. When I got it, I thought it was like a joke. I was like, what is this little like summary book? But it's the real book. It's good. But I think that's all I have in terms of content on this. I hope it wasn't too boring, but if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask away. I know it wasn't the traditional type of call, but I feel like I recognize a lot of stuff in myself from reading this book that I want to change to become better. And I think that if we stop worrying about ourselves and start worrying about other people, everything gets better. And I even think, I know Carolyn mentioned in the call last time about just letting go. Actually, I wrote it down. If you don't believe it, they won't either. And letting go of the outcome and just start like being real and authentic. And I, since you said that last week, I was super stressed out because I wasn't on the Success Club board yet. And I felt like I was doing all the things. And when I let the pressure off myself, I sent 3 links today. And I just went into my conversations like being super real, relating to people, drop the scripts, like just be real and like share this with people. And people like that you're signing up, your challengers will see you as leaders because they see that you care and you're not just trying to sell them something. So I think it was super attractor that Carolyn said the book was. But again, go out there today and send your invites. Don't be afraid, rip the band-aid off. I challenge everyone to send 10 invites today, and we can all do this. Technically, we have like a little bit more time, so we can do them right now if everyone wants to. Does everyone want to send 10 invites really quick, or however many invites we can send in 10 to 15 minutes? Yeah? All right, let's do it. I'm going to stop the recording, but then we'll do this.